practice these ritual murders to release the souls from the glass plate negatives. In the old days, negatives were made of glass, and that's how a picture was taken. So through the underground network, antique underground networks, these people, whenever they find the glass plate negative, then they have to commit ritual killing to release the spirit. That is the premise of the story. So everything has a mirror thing for me. And the modern version is the main character, or one of the main characters, Adam, who's a forensics photographer. So if you put it in this way, Adam, forensics photographer who's trapped by photography, meets a shaman from the jungles of Borneo who's trapped in a photograph. And both come together, and that's where the story begins.
Being a man with ego buatkan dia terpaksa tipu dekat luar lah. Luar dia rasa macam, mampu, I can do this. But deep inside dia memang macam, what the hell is going on?
Metro Police, I'm Detective Jason, and this is Detective Azman.
I'd say Detective Man ni sebenarnya deep inside dia memang torture gila lah. Nampak luar je cool kan, like but deep inside sebenarnya dia memang torture lah. All sorts of cases dia boleh settlekan, but only this particular case or particular murder case yang buatkan dia rasa macam this is something different.
Yang ini tak mau. Palang dari Borneo.
Dahulunya ada this one western photographer datang dekat tribe ini dan sudah melanggar pantang larang mereka. So mereka ni satu kaum yang dikatakan pantang kalau kita ambil gambar. Jadi bila photographer ni dah tersalah ambil gambar, roh kita ni trapped in a negative kaca.
Images are so prevalent and it's taken over the world. You can look at it from a Western perspective, but then there's also the other side, which is the tribal side. I think both belief systems have that idea that there are consequences, but it's just one approaches it from a much more rational point of view. The other one is more, it's about magic.
Sunny she is so mysterious, she is current, but then dia punya pengalaman yang sangat banyak. Itu cabaran untuk saya fikirkan. The moment yang Sunny masuk dalam badan saya tu, saya akan ingat sampai bila lah. That's Dane's signature. Bila ada watak perempuan, dia bukan calang-calang yang macam perempuan yang selalu digambarkan dalam filem sebelum ni. Dane selalu bawakan watak wanita yang macam tu. Dan saya sebagai seorang pelakon wanita, saya selalu nak, looking forward to do this kind of character.
Setiap minit, setiap saat, biarpun berabad, dia akan kira. Ya, Mulia. Aku masih berkira.
Full name, Saniari, no last name. Record, Cemerlang. Now we're talking fraud, identity theft, human trafficking. Tahun 2007, kena penjara kat Surabaya. Came out early. Plea bargain. Case Benson on. Famous Asian case. When I was told that I'm going to be in Dane's film, oh boy. Yeah, I was. Jason is a police officer. He's really by the book sort of guy, and he's very ambitious. And this dynamic pretty much in conflict with the main character, where he's, I wouldn't say chill, but it's from the cynicism that he becomes that chill. So that sort of conflict is really fun. I think he presses on Man's character a lot. He pushes his button a lot.
Tak nampak apa? Potong steam betul. Potonglah steam tu. Dek, ambil saus. Dam. Kenapa?
Tak risau ke dia buat hal lagi?
Dia nak tolong? Iyalah.
Bukan doktor dia suruh cuti lagi?
Aku doktor dia sekarang.
It's very easy to typecast, especially my age, my looks and everything, and it's usually and I'm called uncle, and even the Indonesian actors call me uncle. I'm like, huh? Okay. So you go in with okay, I guess I'm going to play this old decrepit mahjong playing, cigarette smoking kind of uncle. Dane had other ideas, totally different, and it was quite refreshing, right, in a way. Oh, I'm good looking.
So, what can I do for you? Boleh print kah? Tak pun scan.
Rare. Once upon a time.
The main thing was photography and how photography rubbed up against, or rather how these people rubbed up against photography when they first were introduced to the machine age. The first encounter they had with the machine was the camera. That was where the pivot around which the idea of the story spun around, basically.
Overall, visually it's kind of dark, the character's kind of dark. You know, the whole idea of existentialism for my character. You know, you see this non-active hero going through the city, suddenly becomes very active. I play Adam, I'm a forensic photographer. I take a lot of pictures of dead people. In the beginning of the movie, I was on a sabbatical leave. Because I think I've seen too many dead bodies and I'm tired of it. I took a break from my work, be by myself in my own apartment. After a while, I got a call from Man, the detective, who was my friend. He works with the police. He said there's this case where it mimics the last case that I worked on. Somehow I got, into it. And then I discovered a lot of other things. It's not really just about, the murder going around. It's more than that. It's basically like two worlds collide. You have the modern and the traditional. You have a sense of this new world that we are in right now. And the story unfolds with a lot of, there's action, there's drama, there's a bit of romance, and a lot of fun.
Kau juru gambar?
Sort of. Forensics. Saya tangkap gambar orang mati.
You're on your prowl for your next victim. Maybe we should work together.
I've quit.
Who is this girl? And she is that mysterious. She's like, nobody really knows her. I don't think anyone knows her except for Belian pun. Maybe what she knows is she has to put these people back to their nature and she has to be one with nature one day. So that's always her mission. At the end of the day, of course, Eva have a motive to drag Adam into her world and do stuff for her, but then how girls would, or how female would attract male, of course, by seduce.
Udah lama mereka terperangkap di sini. Mungkin mereka sudah lupa tempat asal mereka.
Kau rasa kalau buru-buru Billy dibebaskan, diorang tahukah mau pergi mana?
Mereka pasti jumpa jalan pulang, Adam.
Kau bomo kah ini?
Interchange is really about characters who live in a world where there are a clash of civilizations, values, and belief systems. And I just love that idea. I think because it's so prevalent and exists in Southeast Asia, and particularly in Malaysia as well. We live with those contradictions every day. And I thought it would be really lovely to just bring that out into something tangible, like a story, and create this universe where these characters move through.
Tuan, kita orang dah jumpa Jason dah.
Mana dia? Sesat ke apa?
Ingatkan dia dengan Tuan. Rupanya dia kat sini.
Cik. Cik duduk dulu. Yeah, I know. Macam kena attack dengan binatang kan? Cik Nancy. Memang binatang pun.
Uish, ni kena jahit ni.
Pendek sudah.
Okey, tapi saya kena cuci luka Encik dulu.
There's a girl, man. Perempuan ni ada sekali dengan dia.
Perempuan yang buat kau macam ni.
Perempuan ni lain macam, man. Lain macam. When you're there, you just don't feel that you're in chaos. It makes you believe what you're portraying.
Where did they find this place, We're shooting under the bridge lah, we're shooting inside tunnels lah, we're shooting inside gutters lah, dodgy houses, we're shooting freaking choket, all these places that sometimes you don't really go pun, right?
It's an urban setting in a city that we don't know. It's an Asian city, definitely, and it has lots of tribal kind of sets in a way because one of the characters deals with antiques.
Okay, we shot most of the time in KL. Tetapi masuk di dalam set dengan environment yang disediakan oleh art director, KL tu hilang. I tak rasa I berada di dalam KL. I rasa di dalam dunia yang berbeza. Daripada segi kerja pula, those small little details yang diberikan, yang diminta oleh Din sendiri yang buatkan saya rasa okay, movie ni memang lain.
Whatever was in my head, I see it. But actually the reality of it, the reality from the perspective of shooting, from the angle of the right kind of environment, the right kind of building, the right kind of location. What can I do with the stories that come from my culture? What can I do with it and place it within this context of film?
Bila saya dapat tahu yang saya akan banyak bekerjasama dengan Nicholas Saputra, my jaw was like, dia tu memang sangat misterius. Bila dia cakap, dia lontarkan suara, bila dia threaten Sunny yang macam ini bukan hidup Sunny. Just the lower voice tu dah betul-betul masuk kat telinga I, masuk kat dalam my mind and my soul. I macam
Belian, kamu sudah jumpa negatif itu?
Kau buat kerja kau, aku buat kerja aku.
Aku tahu apa aku buat. Kerja ni dah jadi hidup aku.
Ini bukan hidup, Sunny. Kamu tahu itu.
Kamu jangan paksa aku.
My character has like a Malay Sarawak kind of language, which is similar, accent which is similar to Indonesians. It's not that hard actually, but I have to do the other language, which is Kenyah. A trainer said that in Kenyah people don't shout, people don't give expression, even though they are angry. They just throw the lines without emotions. But you need that in the film to enhance some scenes. So yeah, it's pretty difficult actually. They said like, no, we don't. When we are angry, we don't raise our voice. It's just the same. I mean, like I think the scene has to win. If you have to stress it, but you give a little tiny little texture to it.
Looking at Belian, he's different. Dia lain tau daripada manusia lain. Physically sahaja dah nampak macam a bit strange kan. And knowing his energy buatkan Detektif Man rasa macam dia ni bukan ordinary guy. So itu yang buatkan dia lagi curious nak tahu who the hell is this dude? Kau ni siapa? Aku kena pukul pun tak apa. Aku nak kejar.
Man is just a human for Belian. He doesn't count him. Belian and Man is not in the same league.
Kau suka, kau beli. Kalau tak, boleh jalan. Ni, ada jual.
The film didn't push you to the corner to feel that darkness, but there's a darkness in there.
As an actor, you always talk about range, right? You want to try and explore everything. So when this came to me, it's something that's really new to me as well. And then that becomes a challenge to me.
Well, this film is a story about us, Southeast Asian people, because easy to absorb new cultures and then recreating it. And it's been going on for hundreds of years. And technologies mixed with our own traditional cultures and everything.
Kejadian di dalam Interchange ni satu pengalaman yang diberikan kepada setiap karakter. Dia takkan hilang, dia takkan habis. Dia takkan, there is no end to it. Dia memberi satu perubahan, karakter itu sendiri tak mampu untuk lupakan. Dan benda tu akan berada di awang-awangan sampai bila-bila.
Well, I hope people will enjoy it. I hope people will go and see the film because I think, we have so much of our stories here, and so I hope that we do that You can see that in the world that we built in Interchange. Yeah.
You know, when you go closer to finish, there's a lot of things going on in you. A lot of stumble, a lot of, a lot of situation that, I was imagining like if you start and then there's, like obstacles in the beginning, of course, but towards the end of the sometimes you do introspection also. You look at yourself and you've gone this far and how you're going to execute the end.
Kau lari dari siapa? Mau saya tolong?
I owe people money. And they want me to retrieve something for them. I'm negative, just like them. Look, I don't want you to get involved.
Bukan aku yang tipu kamu. Tipu kita semua. Bukan salah aku kita belum jumpa negatif itu.
Dam, semalam ada satu lagi kes bunuh.
Tetap malam pun ada kes bunuh. Kau lupa sudah? Saya ambil gambar dia orang.
Kau tidak sakit, Adam. Trust your eyes. Nothing is what it seems.